Here at CCS, we're working on creating modules in our courses. The modules follow a lesson plan throughout the different terms of the course. The idea that a module can be any form of structure you want, but by creating modules, it allows students to experience your content in a packaged way. Um, in Canvas, you build modules and you can scoot those modules around as you need to. You can just grab them and drag them individually to move them around if you need. When you work in a module, you create individual pieces of content that live in that module, and each module must be published before the content can be viewed by the students. So in this particular module, there's a number of pages and there's some assignments that are added in the module. This is from this past school year's um, content. So if you see some of these grayed out sort of check marks, it means that those are published and students have submitted work already for those modules, just as a warning to me that if I go and I change something in that content, that the students may have already experienced that. Now, one of the structures I like to do within Canvas is under, if I go to the files area for my course, is to also make a files set of folders that are specific to the module. And then I can load content into the module folders. And that way I can keep track of where the content is. And it just keeps everything organized for myself. Um, so back to the modules. When you have a module, you can either create pages ahead of time and load them into modules, or you can create them on the fly. So if I go to the plus sign here for a particular module, you can see that I can add any of these assignments to the module, or if I go to the pages, I can go add any of the pages that I want to the module that I've already created, or I can decide to create new content. So if I go to add here, at the top of any of the categories, there's a section for pages, for creating a page or creating a discussion topic or creating a quiz or creating an assignment. Those are all choices within there. So I can actually create the assignment on the fly and add that to my module. Notice there's also the ability to indent the content if I want to. So if you look at the module structure here, I have indentations for the pages and for the assignments, just to make it visually interesting to see how the module is built. Individual items within a module must be published as well. So you must have a published mark for the module itself and published marks for the individual content areas that are within the module. Notice I have two pages here that are very similar. I imported one from the previous year and then copied it within the module. I copied the page or duplicated it here within the module and then renamed the copy and then made a different version of that page and then published that one, but kept the original unpublished. Now I could easily just go ahead and delete this one from the module as well, but there's no harm in keeping it there unpublished. So when you're creating content, you can have the information in the module organized in such a way that the student can work through it. Now, one of the things you can do if I click on the little dots here for the module title is go in and edit the content for that module. So here I can change the name of it if I need to. I can lock it until a certain date so that the module will pop up automatically, or I can assign it to individuals within the course. It doesn't have to be the entire group. It could be only to individuals. There's also prerequisites, so I could have one module has to be completed before another, or one page has to be completed. And then requirements under here. For requirements, if we look and see the students must, I can check to have the students must move through all the requirements in a sequential order. So down here, this page here, it just really all they have to do is view the item. That's by default. But if I choose mark as done, then the students will experience a place where they can mark that they have to see this particular page or module and then mark it as done. Now, notice here that's just the introduction, but I can add different requirements in here and add as many different things within the requirements to have the students go through the elements within the module and complete them or check them off as they do them so that they know that they've seen everything within the module that's possible. So by adding requirements to that, by editing the module and adding requirements, you can sort of force students to check off that they've looked at something within the module. Of course, it's up to them whether they actually do that or not.